Just talk about the way the offense started. I mean, you guys were giving great protection, and Drew Anderson, I didn't know if he was going to throw an incompletion all night. Give us an idea of what the start was like out on the field.
Can you repeat that again?
Just kind of what the start was like. I mean, he couldn't miss. You guys were blocking for him. Martin wasn't getting through. Just kind of take us to a player standpoint, what it was like to really have it clicking down.
You know what? It's almost natural because we go and do it in practice and we work over these situations so many times, and I mean it's just like it's natural. So it's not too much to talk about right there.
Still though, as far as protection was concerned, Neil's right. He only had two. I think he took 3 sacks, one really late in the third quarter, but those 2 sacks on that one drive where they were blitzing, he was just protected all night, and the run lanes were protected. How long has it just taken you guys just to really get that kind of rhythm on the offensive line this season?
This season, it really didn't take long. It started all in the spring and summers, and we just been working towards it. We worked on our hands, feet, and we worked on our midsection so much, and we put in a lot of time, blood, sweat, and tears. We're working on our craft out there to be put in these type of situations so that we can give Drew the time that he's needed to complete these type of passes, you know? So.
Did any of the tape against Kentucky really reveal a lot of what you guys were doing right? I know none of the quarterbacks got sacked against Kentucky. Was that really kind of an eye-opener?
It showed us how really elite we were, because we knew we were good, and once we went towards an SEC defense and we allowed no sacks and I believe no quarterback hurries at all, it was eye-opening. We saw how good we were against a top-tier opponent like UK.
Quincy, tell us about the first half. Martin's a good running team. They have 3 solid running backs. And we look up at the stats, and it's -4 rushing yards. I talked with Jake before the game. He said one of the keys was to stuff the run. You guys did that. Tell us about how you got it done.
Well, this whole season, our biggest thing was stopping the run, because last year that was our weak point in our defense. But this game right here, we seen that they had 3 running backs, and that was going to be their key to their offense and moving fast at the tempo. So we knew if we stopped that, they'll have to beat us through the air. So the first half, all we did was come out in base and be very physical.
What kind of adjustments did they make in the second half? They had a little bit more success overall. Threw it more. Did you see any adjustments that you noticed?
They had a lot of RPOs and run pass options, so it gave the quarterback, if he seen us come too far in the box, it was playing to run very hard in the first half. So if he seen us come too far in the box, he'll air it out. So that was the biggest adjustment we seen. So we had to play off some, kind of relax some, and just go through our keys and reads.
The interception, Quincy, what can you tell us? It's such a big play in the game where you guys win by a touchdown, put you guys up 3 scores. What are you thinking? 4th and 4, they need 22 yards to make it a 1-score game. What are you thinking in that moment before you take it to the house?
Number one thing I'm thinking is a big play, big moment. So Coach gave us the call. My biggest thing my whole life is Coach make the calls, don't complain about the calls, just execute it to the best of your ability. And just so happened that that was the best of my ability to that play.
What was your assignment in that moment? Was it just to take care of that flat? Was it to take care of the guy waiting there for that pass? Like, what was your assignment?
My assignment that play was to I was supposed to hold the curl, but at the beginning, they ran that play probably like 2 or 3 times coming down the field. So at the first half, I seen they was throwing to a flat a lot. I had Nigel on my side. So I seen that they was getting into the flat a lot. So me and Nigel talked right before the play. He was like, hey, we already know what they're coming with. So we came up with a call. So as soon as he made the call, I think that day we called it China. So as soon as he called the China claw, just go straight to the flat no matter what. So the guy came in, number 1 receiver came in, kind of curled up. Nigel called China, and I went straight to the flat. And just so happened I was right there. And after that, it was like tunnel vision. All I seen was green and just run.
Did the quarterback telegraph it at all? Was he looking at it right as he came off the snap, or did he try to look you off and you just made a good play?
He looked me off at first, and then he came back to it. And then as soon as Nigel made the China call, I took off running to the flat, and it was right there.
You got an All-American receiver chasing you. I thought at first he'll eventually catch you, but he never did. Could you kind of feel the footsteps, or did you not even think about that?
At first I didn't think about it, but then I remembered. I mean, I looked up at the video board and seen them coming behind me, so I kind of like tilted my head back, you know, gave it everything I had.
The video board was like a rearview mirror for you.
Yeah, it
You were
was.
driving to the end zone and he was coming up behind you fast.
Yeah, that's what.
About this week, you got an Eastern Illinois team, Quincy, that put up 52 points last week. I realized it was against Tech, but they have a really good quarterback. What can you tell us about them?
Honestly, I haven't watched any film on them. I haven't did any game planning. We've actually been today. We'll go over them yesterday and this weekend. Mostly went over the previous game and put that in the past behind us. And today we're going to go moving ahead with the game planning on EIU. So it's a big thing right there. Our number one thing is this week is being 1-0 this week.
Such a tough start to the season, obviously. You guys had some really tough opponents. You guys have talked a lot about that this first month. What was the locker room like, knowing that maybe the zero, the goose egg was gone? What was that like for you guys there after Saturday's win?
It was very energetic, of course, because it's a win. But I think mostly because of the rivalry that we have with UT Martin, actually. So before the game, we had a lot of videos coming in, a lot of stuff that was said. And, of course, the media with the adversity already against us. So the win was very, very big. And it was just letting people know that, hey, we're still Murray State, and we're going to showcase what we can do.
Mitch isn't in here yet. He told us he danced with you guys. 1 to 10 as a dancer. What do you rate?
10 being really good, 1
10
being
good,
really
yeah.
bad.
We won't tell.
I feel like the one's about to go.
I don't even think it's a 1. We're just going to give him a 0.5 for right now. We're going to give him a 0.5 for stepping up there.
Is there enough season left to salvage his dancing skills? Like, if you guys get more wins, he'll improve as a dancer, maybe?
When we're practicing plays, hopefully he's practicing on the sideline.